Now, here are some phrases to improve your English. Number 1. Bored to death. Getting bored is expression often used frequently to indicate when you disagree with the conditions around you. You don't find them conductive and you're not enjoying the kind of life around you. You say, I'm bored, or I'm getting bored. Still more you tend to say, the monotony of life bores you. Now here are a few examples. I have nothing to do. I'm bored to death. I hate it when I'm bored to death. Having nothing to do means some getting bored to death. Would you rather be super busy or bored to death? Now here's the same phrase used as an example in a conversation. Speaker 1. Hey Seth, what are you doing? Speaker 2. I'm reading a book. What are you doing? Speaker 1. I'm bored to death. Let's do something. Speaker 2. Sure, come over and we can play some games. Another example. I'm so bored I could die. Or, I'm dying of boredom. Now, phrase 2, that is, are you kidding? Now, kidding is an expression which stands for to say something as a joke, often making someone believe something that is not true. Are you kidding? No, I'm not. It's not like kidding. I'm serious. Hey, come on. I'm just kidding. Now, these are a few examples how this phrase can be used in a statement. Now, the phrase is used when the person on whom you crack your joke does not respond to your senses of humor. Example, you have got to be kidding. Now here's a example of a conversation using the same phrase. Speaker 1. Hey Shelley, Uncle told me to tell you that you shouldn't stay out too late. Speaker 2. You've got to be kidding me. I'm 25 years old. Now here's another example. Speaker 1. Patrick won the school election by 2 votes. Speaker 2. He's not that popular. How did this happen? Speaker 1. Nobody voted because they expected Jason to win. Speaker 2. You've got to be kidding me. Now some alternatives how this same phrase can be said. I really hope you're wrong. Please tell me it ain't so. What is required? If you want to become like a native speaker, you don't need to learn when you're a child. You need to use the same methods as a child. Dr. J. Marvin Brown, a will to learn to speak, a strong urge to speak, and finally speak. Now I'm going to perform an example reading for you. Please pay attention to the following. I started learning English about 10 years ago, and I think I have learned quite a lot. I can talk about quite a few subjects, and I can understand quite well when people talk to me in English. At university, I mostly learn business words. I think it's important because I won't learn these words anywhere else. It's not by meeting other young people that I will learn business words. Though it's true that I do learn them too by reading on my own. I would really like to become fluent, and I don't like having to look for my words. Maybe one day I could think in English. Why not? I'm interested in grammar, but it's not my priority. It's not the most important thing. I think the most important thing for me is to be understood well, and you have good vocabulary. Many words for explaining many things. If you can say what you want to say, it's the important point. My biggest problem is I don't know enough words. I often repeat the same words. I find it difficult if I'm talking to someone about a subject that I don't know. I just don't have the words I need to explain what I want to say. It's very frustrating, and I very quickly don't know what to say. If we are talking about music or something like that, then it's no problem. My teacher tells me I need to expand my vocabulary range. When I'm writing letters, I have lots of vocabulary. I find I've learned the correct expressions for application letters or CVs, so I find them easy now. To improve my vocabulary, I try to read a lot too. Sometimes I read English magazines about music because I love listening to English music and American music. I also read British newspapers, but because I take the time to read, I find it easier than speaking. Another problem I have is remembering words. Sometimes I hear a word I don't understand and ask the person who said it, to tell it to me again. The problem is about 5 minutes later, I have already forgotten the word. But I don't know what to do about this problem. Maybe I don't listen well enough. I am maybe constraining on understanding the main point of conversation that I forgot the, individual words. I think you need to hear words lots of different times to really remember the new ones. In future, I would like to speak more fluently and to know lots of vocabulary on many different subjects. I have started making my own dictionary, and so now when I hear a new word, I write it down and try to use it very soon after. I hope this is going to help me improve my English vocabulary. I'm certainly motivated to learn more words. Now the summary of this reading. Number 1. It's difficult remembering long words. Number 2. I often repeat words. Number 3. I don't know enough words. Number 4. I find it difficult to write letters. Number 5. I quickly forget new words. Number 6. It's harder to learn general English words than business vocabulary. Number 7. It's difficult talking about a subject that I don't know. Number 8. I can only talk about music in English. Number 9. I don't learn business vocabulary with the young people I meet. Number 10. I concentrate so hard on understanding the gist of conversation that I don't hear individual words.